What is going on right here? We looking lopsided. I guess I'll have to deal with it today. What is the name of this? Freedom Land. This Kirkland water is so nasty. I'm just so lazy. Hey, KK, I got my water out in the garage. And I'm too lazy to go out there and get it. That Kirkland water tastes gross. Different water has different flavors. And if you don't believe that, that's your problem. I need to change the ticker for my Cash App thing, because that's not my Cash App anymore. But we just gonna run with that for now. We're gonna get started. And as people come in, they can just catch up, because these are going to be very generic readings. They're not centered to any one particular person. If you feel it, it's you. What they say? Eat the meat and spit out the bones. If it don't apply, let it fly. These cards are still super new. Like, I don't know what I need to do to, like, break them in. So the first one is, I can do less and attract more. I don't have to be out here working myself to the bone to attract things to me. I don't, like, we live in a society now where kids legit feel like if you're not grinding, if you're not working yourself to the bone, you're not going to receive anything. And that's not true. This whole mentality that you can sleep when you're dead, I wish would die. Because you need to rest. You need to sleep. You need to rest. You need to recharge. You don't always have to be on 10,000 in order to manifest things to you. You don't always have to be working super hard. Just like today, I got up and I really did not feel like walking. Like, this is week 2 of my, getting up every day walking. I woke up this morning and my back was hurting. Like, legit hurting. I just was not feeling it today. I got up and I walked half of the route that I normally take. At least I got up. At least I showed up. You don't have to push yourself every day to attract things to you. I'm still on my Get Fit journey, even though I only walked half the distance this morning. Now, what's to say I won't later on in the evening, maybe there will be a shift in my energy, and maybe I will be able to walk a little bit more. Or maybe I'll be able to walk a little bit more tomorrow. We all have to learn what that balance is. You don't always have to be pushing yourself to the limit every day to attract the things that we need. You can't heal your body in one day. This is not a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. You don't have to get there before everybody else or you're not racing someone else. You're doing what is best for you. I can do less and attract more. Really good. And I will be posting these on the community wall. And these are great tools for affirmation, to post them maybe near your mirror or something to remind yourself in the morning. You really should have certain affirmations that you are reminding yourself of. When I go for my walk in the morning, I have a couple of songs that I like to listen to kind of, get my mind prepared for the walk, and it uplifts my spirit. Sometimes when I'm feeling a little lower than normal, I have certain spiritual songs that I listen to. Just like people have certain songs that they like to listen to when they're cleaning the house, you should have certain songs that you listen to that help to uplift your spirit. Life Mystery said, I have been expecting all of this abundance that should be here in my life based on tarot readings, but I'm not seeing any for years now. Losing faith in YouTube tarot readers, honestly. That's on you. That's on you. Because if you just sitting back expecting things to happen to you and you're not doing anything to make those things happen, it's not our fault. You still have to put in the work. You can't just sit back and expect things to fall in your lap. If you're expecting that, then you're the problem, not us. You still have to work. You still have to do something in order to receive the abundance. It's not just going to fall out the sky. And if people are telling you that, then, and you believe in it, then that's on you. That's not on the readers. That's on you. Because nothing is going to just come to someone that's just sitting around not doing anything. Okay, I'm not going to do that. You be blessed, sweetheart. I don't have to fear my fear. I can use it as a way to get closer to love. I grew up as a child that had a whole lot of irrational fears. A lot of them. I was legit scared of everything. There is only one fear that I have held on to as a child, and that's to learn how to swim. And I don't think that fear is really irrational, because I do have a lot of issues with my ears, a lot of holding on to fluid build up in my ears, and then I have a lot of issues with my eyes and stuff. So my fear of the water was not really irrational. I had some medical reasons to be afraid of the water, but it's not a fear. Like I'm not scared of it. I feel like I've taken that irrational part of that fear and put connected a rational part to it to make it make sense. Because at first it was just a fear for no reason. Like a fear of thunder and lightning, a fear of the dark. When nothing had ever happened to me with those things, like nothing had ever happened to me really in the dark. Like there was never a monster under my bed, or nothing ever came out of my closet. So those were all irrational fears. All of those things are gone. I don't have those type of irrational fears anymore. And you shouldn't either. You should figure out what those things are that you fear and start to conquer them. Start to figure out a way to deal with those fears, because irrational fears don't do anything but hold us back in our life. Because I am about to be 58 years old and I still have not learned how to swim. Now, it is on my list of things that I would love to tackle. I haven't really set out to find a swim instructor that, specializes in adults, but I would like to. I did find a place that is not too far from our house, and I'm really thinking about enrolling in a class there. And it is more about loving myself than holding on to a lot of irrational fears that don't serve a purpose in your life or my life, because I'm speaking from my own perspective right now. Irrational fears period, don't serve a purpose in your life. Now, if you have been in a situation where maybe you have been hurt in the dark, that's not irrational. Nothing has ever happened to me. If something has happened to you, then that's different. But you still have to find a way to, even if you have been in a situation and something happened to you and you fear that situation happening again, you still have to work towards a way of releasing that fear, because it still serves no purpose. In the grand scheme of things, it serves no purpose. Life mysteries. For one, I don't know you. You don't know me. You just stepped into this. I don't know if you're having a bad day or if your life is, obviously you having some issues in your life, but you're not going to come and project that negativity on me. Okay? So you're going to have to take that someplace else, or we will help you take that someplace else on this day. My true safety lies in my capacity to align with the love of the universe. And so we have two cards that are bringing in the concept of love. My true safety lies in my capacity to align with the love of the universe. And it's sad that a lot of people don't have that. They don't have that love. We have an example right here of someone who obviously is having issues with love, because they came right into a very positive space with their negativity. with their negativity. How am I a scammer when no one is paying for this? I'm not providing a service for you. How am I a scammer? Who am I scamming when there's no money? How do you scam someone when no one's paying me? You're just an unhappy, bitter person. Life is kicking you in the ass, so you mad at the world. You mad because you go into people's chats looking for something that you have not received yet. But you can't get mad at people that don't even know you. I don't know you. I haven't promised you something that you haven't received. But you came in here to take whatever is going on in your life. And I know right now the energy is very volatile. This is a full moon. People don't understand how to control the energy around a full moon. This is what I'm expecting from people. I know that this is going to happen today. A lot of people will be on edge today. They don't know how to handle their emotions today because the moon is full and that energy is pulling on you and tugging at you. You know, you're trying to get rid of and release some of the things that are going on in your life. And sweetheart, you taking it out on the wrong person because I don't know you. I feel sorry for you because you obviously are having some issues today. I feel for you, but I can't help you because I don't know you. Believing in spiritual guidance gives me certainty and the freedom to keep dreaming even when I can't yet see the results. Girl, this is for you. Believing in spiritual guidance gives me certainty and the freedom to keep dreaming even when I can't yet see the results. This is for you. You're in the right place. You just need to shut up and listen. You are definitely in the right place. This is for you. So keep believing. Keep on believing. You're in the right place. But you're going to have to keep your mouth shut or you're going to be blocked. Believing in spiritual guidance. Obviously, that's what you need. And obviously, that's what you're looking for because if you weren't, you wouldn't have came in here. You're looking for some spiritual guidance, but your ego is so big that you don't have the ability to listen. You're so hurt that you're just trying to get that anger off to anybody. Anybody that will listen. You just coming in here to some strangers. You don't even know us. You just coming in here to some strangers because your life is so messed up that you want to mess up everybody else's. Because you hurt. And you're triggered by other people's happiness. Which is sad. There's no healing in that. So, get you find you someone to help you. Because you obviously need it. To begin the practice of allowing, I must get out of the way and let spirit give me direction. Wow. Ego. Ego. You got to pull that ego down. You have to suppress your own ego in order to heal. You have to be allowed. You have to allow spirit to guide you. You have, for one, you got to be able to hear spirit. And if you're so angry, you won't be able to hear spirit speak to you. You won't be able to hear it. The only thing you'll be able to hear is yourself. yourself telling you that you're not doing it right. You're not where you should be. You're not making enough money. You're not driving a BMW. You're not successful as the people on TikTok. You're not successful as the people on Instagram. That's your self talking. That's your ego speaking to you. You got to deaden all of that so that you can hear spirit speaking to you, telling you you are where you're supposed to be. You are beautiful. Where you are right now is where you're supposed to be. You're not going to be here forever. Nothing is going to, your healing is not going to fall out the sky. You may be one of those people that actually need to see a therapist. You're not going to be healed just because you looked at one Instagram video that said, life is a bowl of cherries. And we're all beautiful and everybody in this world, and all I have to do is manifest, but not telling you how to manifest. Manifest a G-Wagon. Oh, I manifested a G-Wagon in 30 days. And now you're mad because you didn't get a G-Wagon. But the person who told you that they manifested that in 30 days didn't tell you how much work they had to put into it. They didn't tell you what they were doing on the back end. They didn't tell you how many reels they had to make, how many projects they had to do, how many videos they had to do, how many nights they had to stay up late to edit. They didn't tell you all that. They just told you that they manifested a G-Wagon in 30 days. But they didn't tell you the work that they put into it. So you're thinking a G-Wagon, you're just going to wake up one morning after going out in your backyard or sitting in a field of flowers, manifesting and thinking about it and putting a G-Wagon on your vision board, that you're going to wake up one morning and it's going to be in your driveway. No, it's not. Ever. It's never going to happen like that. For anybody. Unless you were born with a silver spoon. Hey Melissa, how you doing, girl? Unless you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth, that's not how manifestation works. And even in that, if you're born with it, you're not manifesting it. Your mama or your daddy gave it to you. Okay? Shaq's children are not manifesting. Shaq is a billionaire. He is buying his kids whatever they want. Okay? Oprah's husband or boyfriend is not manifesting. Oprah is buying it for him. I'm pretty sure he got money too, though. So these TikTokers are not manifesting. They're working. They're working. They're getting brand deals. Okay, they're doing videos. They're learning how to edit. They know how to edit. They know how to make their content look good. Nothing is falling from the sky for anybody. People are out here working. So switch manifestation will work. Even the Bible say if a man don't work, he don't eat. Okay? Even God wants you to work. That's why he gave us muscles. He put us here to work the land. We had to work in order to eat. We had to till the land in order to eat. Our ancestors, if you black, your ancestors were sharecroppers. They've been working. So if you don't put in the work, manifestation means absolutely nothing. You have to work. You have to put in the work. Okay? Just sitting there in a corner with a beautiful vision board means absolutely nothing. You can tape every Mercedes, every $1 million home to your vision board. You can make the most beautiful vision board in the world, but if you're not putting in any work, you're not going to get it. Okay? If your credit score is 200, you're not going to get a house. You're not. So you got to put in the work. You have to have a decent credit score. You got to have a down payment. All of these things to get a house. You can't just get a house. You can't manifest $1 million home. Y'all out here you got the world twisted. Your thinking is twisted. I never tell people, oh, everything that I say in the cards is going to come true for you. No. My premise is work. If you're having issues, go to therapy. You got childhood trauma, go to therapy. Get it right. You having relationship issues, go to therapy. You got to put in the work. Ain't nothing in this world free. Nothing. Nothing is free. Nothing is just going to fall out the sky. You're not just going to wake up and your G-Wagon is mysteriously in your driveway. Girl, I manifested that G-Wagon. Feeling good will bring me far more than whatever I thought I needed. Just the thought. Just that feel good energy. Because I'm telling you, I had to change my mindset when it came to exercise. When I first started, this is just week 2. We just on week 2. Week 1. For the first 3 days, I was waking up in the morning and I was like, I hate this. I gotta get up and exercise. I hate it. Just mad at the world. Just mad at my husband. And my husband is doing T25. Like he likes to exercise. And I think that's because of his military background. You know, in the military, they get up in the morning, they do PT and all of that kind of stuff. So I think the exercise part comes from his military background. So he don't mind getting up in the morning exercising. Now my husband has gained. So we have both gained a lot of weight since we've been married. And I call it that happy weight. You know, we love to go out and eat on the weekends. You know, my husband is normally at work during the day. So on the weekends, we love to eat. We love to, go out to restaurants. We like cheat on the weekends and stuff. Sometimes during the week, we were getting up in the morning, going to breakfast together. And breakfast is pancakes and omelets and, all of this kind of stuff. So we have stopped the going to breakfast in the morning, going out to restaurants, going to breakfast in the morning. We ain't gonna stop going out on the weekends. But during the week, we have been very, very serious about working out. So me was getting up every morning with an attitude because, I don't want to walk. But my husband, is always up. He has a better spirit, attitude towards the fitness thing than I do. And I was like, okay, you're gonna have to change your mindset. you're definitely going to have to change the way you look. Change your attitude about walking. Get up in the morning with a more grateful attitude. Grateful that I can get up in the morning, because there's so many people who probably wake up and cannot get out of their beds, or they can't get out of their beds unassisted. So I started, really getting up in the morning, just, being more mindful, being more grateful, loving my body where it is right now. I got up this morning, my back was hurting. It was just stiff. My ankle was hurting. My knee I was like, okay, arthritis. I know, child. I know you're here. But still, I had this feeling, just a better feeling than I did last week. So I got up, I put on my little workout shorts, and I got out. I put my tennis shoes on, and I told my husband, because, I always tell him before I'm leaving and stuff, I said, I'm going. He was like, okay, good, because I'm, getting ready to put the DVD in to do the T25. Or is it I think it's T25. So I left the house, and I did not walk as far as I normally do, but I walked. I got out there. And it felt good. It felt good, even though I didn't make it as far as I normally do, because my back was hurting and I didn't want to push it. It still felt good. It felt good because I did it. I did it, and I had a better attitude towards doing it. And I'm really trying to, keep a positive mindset about doing it, because there are so many people in the world who probably wish that they could do it. And I'm out here doing it. I'm dragging this 240 pounds down the street. I'm doing it. So, I gave myself points for showing up, back hurting and all. I still showed up. Okay? And you have to start to change your mindset, even about the things that you don't want to do. And I have never, ever liked exercise. Me and exercise have never gotten along. I failed gym in junior high school, and I'm going to tell you guys why. So, growing up, I didn't know that I had sickle cell. My family didn't know. No one knew until I was pregnant. That was when they did, I guess, I don't know what type of blood test they do when you find out you're pregnant, but my test results came back that I had sickle cell. And I had had it all my life, and they didn't know. So when I was born, they were not testing babies at birth like they are now. So, junior high school, I started to notice things as far back as elementary school, but I wasn't complaining about them. Like, every now and then I would tell my mom that I hurt my leg at school, or something is going on. And my mom would look at it and she would be like, well, it's not swollen or anything, you should be okay. So then it went from I hurt my leg to my arms are hurting. And when your mom look at you and she doesn't really see anything noticeable, it's not broken or anything. You can still move it. Back in the day, they'd be like, all right, we'll take a bath and you'll be okay. And so my mother, I started complaining so much that she finally, like, had the doctor look at my wrist and stuff. And I'm not sure back then if they x-rayed it, but, he didn't find anything wrong with me. Junior high school, I started having problems, sixth grade. Uh, so my mom took me back to the doctor. And they said that I had something that is similar to what the doctors call growing pains. We look back on this now. My rheumatologist and my hematologist has looked back on all of this stuff that I'm saying now, and they're like, okay, so you've had problems all of your life. So, junior high school, I flunked gym because I was having a lot of pains and stuff. I didn't know how to articulate it, but I was hurting. I was having a lot of problems breathing. I did have asthma. All this is related to the fact that I had very low blood. My hemoglobin would be extremely low. I had very low iron. So I would get tired quicker than other kids my age. And I was in pain. And I didn't understand how to articulate it, so I flunked gym. I was having a lot of problems. So that made me hate exercising. So there is this, stigma there for me. Now I do understand all of these, things combined. On top of sickle cell, I have fibromyalgia and psoriatic arthritis. So I have to understand that there is a reason why my body is reacting the way that it's reacting. I have to take care of myself, but I still need to exercise to, stay healthy and try to keep my weight down. So it's this, constant balancing act. But I do have to look at exercise with a very positive frame of mind. Because if I look at it like it's something that I hate, oh, I hate doing it, yeah, I'm not gonna ever want to do it, and I don't want to be in a position where I don't want to do it. I do want to be in a position where I want to do it. I don't think it will ever be fun for me. I'm not going to say that exercise will ever be fun for me because I don't think it will be, but I do want to look at it with a positive mindset. Thank you, Lulu. We're gonna do a couple more. Oh, this is a good one. In stillness, I receive. And I think that's the big problem for a lot of us. We don't get still. We're too busy. Especially women. We're mothers. Mothers. We're taking care of everybody else. The kids, our spouse, everybody. Cousins, auntie, grandma. We're taking care of everybody. The woman is the nurturer. We nurture, but we don't take time to nurture ourselves. We don't take time to be still. and, receive these messages from spirit. We're too busy. We're cleaning the house. We're cooking meals. We're checking homework. We're doing the schedule for the kids. We're paying bills. We're going grocery shopping. We're doing everything for everybody else. That we don't have time for ourselves. We don't have, time for spirit. We don't take time to pray. We don't take time to meditate. And it doesn't take that much time. Just take 5 or 6 minutes a day just to unplug everything. Get away from everything. And just sit down. Take some cleansing breaths. And still your mind. Still your mind. Practice stilling your mind. Not thinking about anything. You gotta, and I'm telling you, you have to, that's one thing you have to practice. Because sometimes even and I've been meditating for a long time, my mind will drift off. And if I'm like sitting outside, I'll bring my yoga mat in the backyard sometimes and I'll sit there and my mind will drift off to like, did you feed Gizmo? Did you put, is Gizmo in this crate? Just drift off to the craziest things. Did you take the fish out for dinner? Did you do, your mind has a tendency to drift off. But you have to reel it back in. You have to get to a point where you can still your mind and not think about the things that you need to do. You have to do that first. You have to get your mind quiet first. Then you go into prayer. However, however that whatever prayer is for you. Because we all pray different, and that's fine. Whatever prayer is for you is what, you do. And in time, you'll be able to hear spirit respond back to you. Well, what does spirit sound like? Is one of the questions that people always ask me. What is it going to sound like? You'll know it when you hear it. You'll know it. When you hear it, you'll know, oh, that's it. But you have to get your mind quiet and be still in order to hear it. God is not going to try to over, his voice. He's not going to try to over talk all the other stuff that's going on in your mind. If you got 1,000 radio stations going on in your mind at one time, you're going to have to cut that off. And you need to cut it off anyway. That's why a lot of people don't sleep well at night, because you're replaying the day. You're replaying things that happened at work. You're replaying conversations between you and your coworkers. You're replaying things that you should have said that you didn't say. You're replaying the things that happened between you and your kids. You're thinking about, okay, I have to do this tomorrow. I got to drop Johnny off at soccer. I got to take him I got to go to Walmart. I got to buy. All of these things are going on in your mind, and then you wonder why you wake up the next morning and you're still tired. Because you don't turn your mind off at night. I go to sleep at night. I ain't thinking about shit. Because I don't care what we gonna eat the next day. I don't care. I worry about that when I get up. I'm not thinking about washing no clothes. I'm not thinking about sweeping. I'm not thinking about vacuuming. I'm not thinking about none of that shit when I go to bed at night. I'm thinking about going to sleep. That's it. I don't want my mind to be cluttered with a whole bunch of stuff when I get ready to go to sleep. That's not my thing. That's one thing that I have completely turned off. There are certain things I won't watch on TV before I go to bed. I don't like to watch like violent type movies and stuff before I go to sleep. I try to keep things real low key before I go to bed. Real, just chill before I go to sleep. Because I don't want no crazy dreams. And sometimes if I do watch movies with a lot of violence, or crazy movies before I go to bed, that does influence my subconscious dreams. Then I'll have crazy dreams, and I don't want that, because you don't control your subconscious mind. You're not controlling that. The dreams that we have subconsciously, you don't control. Your mind is just throwing out certain pictures and putting them together, and they just move in a certain way in dreams. You don't control that. But you do control what you take in to your mind before you go to bed. You can control that. So I control those things to make sure that, my dreams stay on a nice kind of like little even keel. It's very rare that I have like really bad dreams. Because I don't allow that kind of stuff into my spirit before I go to bed. On purpose. So the key words for today were stillness, feeling good, direction, love. We had two that came out for love. Doing less and attracting more. And spiritual guidance. Something that all of us need. All of us need spiritual guidance. Even myself. I'm not above receiving spiritual guidance. I haven't, reached a point in my life where I feel like I can't be taught. I'm not unteachable. I need to be led also. All of us do. All of us need to be open to spiritual guidance, need to be open to guidance from other people, depending on, the situations that we are going through in our lives. None of us are beyond being taught. And if you are beyond being taught, then you are living a very stagnant life, because you think you know it. You think you know it all, and you don't. So, I don't know. Am I going to post all of these? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know. I might post them. I might post them all on the community wall. I think you can only post 3 pictures at a time. But I'll take pictures of these and post them on the community wall so that you can use these as a reminder, as a affirmation for you during the day. When I do these type of readings, they are affirmations. Okay? This is something that you need to be working on constantly. The key word is work. These are affirmations. These are tools to help you better your life, assist you on this life journey. Okay? No one, no one can give you anything to instantly change your life. Nobody. There's no such pill to instantly change everything that's going on in your life. I can't give you anything to make you rich financially, but I can give you the tools to help you become rich spiritually, which is more important anyway, because a lot of people that have money are unhappy people. They're unhappy because they're poor spiritually. They're rich financially, but they're poor spiritually. And they're unhappy people. A lot of millionaires are unhappy people. So just because you have $1 million, or, actually $1 million in today's economy is really not a lot of money. So just because you are a millionaire doesn't mean that mentally and spiritually you're rich. You can be poor spiritually. That's what you should be working towards. Because when you're rich spiritually, the finances will come. They will come. And everybody in the world is not meant to be a billionaire. Not everybody is not going to be a billionaire. You have to learn how to be happy where you are, to be content where you are, to be grateful where you are, to find the beauty in where you are. Not constantly looking at other people and wishing you are where they are. Because see, everybody is going to show you their best anyway. Especially on social media. They're not going to tell you how unhappy they are. They don't want you to know that. Because no one is going to follow, a depressed, unhappy person. Unless they just want to see you depressed and unhappy. So of course they're going to show you their best. You don't know if they're renting that G-Wagon. They could be leasing it and just telling you that they manifested it. You don't know what's going on in their life. Behind the scenes, they could be eating top ramen every day. Maybe just that mukbang that they're doing with the crab legs and the mussels and all of that once a week. Maybe that's their only big meal. And the rest of the week, they're eating Vienna sausages and beans and rice. Because people are going to show you what they want you to see on social media. They're going to show you the best. Because the best is what gets views. I ain't going to get no views if you watching me eat a can of Vienna sausages and some beans and rice. Don't nobody want to watch that. But if I come on here with a big old plate of snow crabs and mussels and stuff, people are going to watch that. So you give people what they want to see. But behind the scenes, I'm, my food coming from the dollar store. I'm eating top ramen and hot dogs every day. So I can save up enough money to get them snow crabs on the weekends. So don't look at other people's lives and wish you had their life when you don't even you only seeing a snippet of a person's life. You're not seeing their whole life. You seeing what they want you to see. And they only want you to see the good. I'm not going to show you if me and my husband is arguing. For one, it ain't your business. I'm going to show you us when we out at the restaurant looking nice. We at a nice place. Yes. And got on my wig and stuff, and I'm looking cute. I done put on my eyelashes, and that's what I'm going to show you. Because I want you to think we got it going on. So stop looking at other people wishing you had their life when you don't know what their life is. Hey, Tasha, you don't know what their life is. You don't know what the struggles what's going on in the background. They showing you the good. Be grateful of what's going on in your life right now. Love yourself where you are. And I love this 240 some odd pounds. Because it's 240 plus. It ain't just, it don't stop at 40. It's 240 plus. I love it. But I want to be more healthy. And I have this thing. I love like graphic tees, and my real style is very childish. That's just me. Okay? I've always been a graphic tee type person, real casual style. So I don't like to buy my clothes from like the old lady section at Walmart or wherever I'm going. I don't like to shop in the Mrs. or the Miss or whatever. I like to shop in the junior section. So Walmart's juniors only go up to a size 19. I can't get no bigger than that. Because that's where I like to buy my clothes. So I have to stay in that size range. And if I gain weight, I ain't going to be in that size. So I got to lose weight. I'm losing weight only so I can continue to wear the clothes that I like to wear. Not because I don't like myself. But I have a size that I like to fit in. And I can't get no bigger. That's that. I can't get no bigger because I do. I like, wearing the little clothes and stuff. I like shopping at Walmart. Ain't nothing wrong with Walmart. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to get off here. It is 1:30. I like to make sure my husband has his lunch and stuff to go to work. And that's it. So I'm going to post these on the community tab. My members, if you want your personal reading, you can email me and let me know. I'll put you on the calendar and I will call you, FaceTime, however you decide you want to do that. For people who are not members of the channel members receive one reading a month, 30 minutes. If you don't want to do a reading, you just want to, chit chat with me for 30 minutes, you can do that. Whatever you want to do, you got 30 minutes on me every month. That is one of the perks of being a member of this channel. You do get, every now and then I throw in a card reading. It goes to the member site. I supposed to be doing a reading of the week for members. I haven't posted that yet, but I will. Hey, Melissa. So that is some of the perks for members for the channel. If you want your reading, you need to email me and get on the calendar so I can give you a call, or you can call me, or whatever. So that's it, everybody. We had a good time. I hope the young lady that got upset because she's not, receiving everything that she has manifested will, I hope she finds that and works towards it, because nothing in this life is free. You're just not going to wake up showered in blessings. You got to work. You're gonna have to put in some work. Okay. So I will talk to you guys later. I love you guys. I just saw this movie that's on YouTube with Samuel L. Jackson that I'm about to. Samuel L. Jackson made a whole bunch of movies, y'all. So it looks like he is a detective, and a woman got carjacked and her little boy is missing. So I'm going to check that out. I appreciate you all. Thank you for being here, Phoenix. Phoenix is my number one moderator, my right hand. I appreciate you all for being here. All of my members, Melissa, Galloway, thank you very much for being a member. Phoenix and KK. I don't know if K is still here, but I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you later. Bye.